Today, I am giving you 10 social media hooks that actually make people stop and pay attention based on real data from some of my top performing Instagram posts this year. But first, can you guess what the average engagement rate is on Instagram? Well, based on multiple sources, the average varies from a measly 0.43% to a slightly more impressive 5.86%. Thanks to the hooks I'm about to share with you, my post got anywhere from a 13 to 30% engagement rate. And according to ChatGPT, yes, I had to get AI to help me with my math, that's 6,877% more engagement, almost 69 times higher than the average. Hey, who says AI can't be useful? So clearly these hooks really work. Whether you're a freelancer who's trying to attract your dream clients on social media, or you help other businesses with their content, or you're a small business owner who is DIYing your social media, this video is for you. Make sure to give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And now let's start the countdown with hook number 10. If you're still doing old method, you are doing it wrong. So this hook really challenges the reader's current belief system by directly calling out some sort of old method that they're likely doing and then saying it is in fact wrong. It creates immediate tension, which of course the brain wants to resolve. Nobody likes being told that we're doing something wrong. So most of us will stick around and read that caption just to prove that we are in fact right, or at the very least, we're a little bit more intrigued to hear about this so-called better way of doing something we always do. Now, use this hook when you are in fact offering a better or updated alternative to a common or old method. So you can see in this post, I challenge the very common belief that your messaging should be focused on outcomes first. I go on to explain that in fact, we should be speaking to our customer's identity first. And outcome-based messaging is still great, but it should come after that. And by the way, all of the hooks that I'm sharing in this video, plus 89 more, are inside my free hooks swipe file. So don't worry about taking any notes, just stick around to the end of this video to grab your free copy of that. All right, next up, hook number 9, think, objection, think again. So this one challenges a common objection while creating a curiosity gap at the same time, which of course all hooks do really well. The reader's brain really needs to close that open loop. So you can see here in this post, I am challenging a common objection about creating Instagram Reels. It says, think creating Reels has to be complicated, time-consuming, or performative. Think again. Then in the caption, we go on to deliver on this hook by explaining why this objection is wrong. I say, some of my most effective Reels took less than 10 minutes to make. They required no script or fancy edits. In some cases, I wasn't in the videos at all, and they helped me grow my brand. So now we've just closed one open loop, and then we opened another, which of course we will close in our CTA, where we direct them to go watch my latest YouTube video for 10 easy Reel ideas. And if you want to check out that video after you watch this one, I will make sure to drop a link to that in the description box below. All right, next up, hook number 8, I regret or changed my mind about opinion, and here's why. All right, so here we have an emotional open loop. You're being vulnerable right away by admitting that maybe you regret something or you had a change of thought on something, because vulnerability really builds trust and it also creates curiosity. So here I'm saying, I changed my mind about niching down. Here's why. I've also used this hook in my YouTube videos before. This is a great hook to use when you want to be more relatable and talk about something that your audience really cares about, because then you can lead to a teachable moment or shift to a different perspective or point of view. And by the way, I share a lot of real and relatable stories like this over on Instagram. So if you're not already, make sure to give me a follow over at POSSE. All right, next up, hook number 7. Why is desired outcome so hard? Let's talk about it. Now, this hook is validating the reader's struggle and makes them feel seen, which, yes, again, builds serious trust. And that let's talk about it implies that you are going to help them overcome this struggle in your content. So in this post, I'm saying, why is writing great captions so damn hard? Let's talk about it. My caption goes on to give the reader 5 fill-in-the-blank hooks that you can swipe for your social captions. And by the way, that post was actually the inspiration for this video. All right, next up, hook number 6. stop doing outdated method and do this instead. So this hook, just like number 10 on this list, challenges the viewer's current method or belief. Telling people to stop doing something feels a little bit urgent, right? It implies, hey, you are hurting your results by doing things the old way. While the do this instead shifts the focus from pain to solution, which you should deliver on later in your content, of course. Now, as you can see in this caption, we created a slightly different variation of this hook. I said, cold outreach not working, do this instead. And of course, I could have easily said, stop doing cold outreach and do this instead. And it probably would have had the same effect. Remember, you can and should play around with these different hooks. You don't have to use every single one of them word for word if you don't want to. It's really the concept behind the hook that makes it work, not like the exact words. All right, we are halfway through the list, but I kept my absolute favorite hook for number 1. If you are loving this video so far and you want to see more like this, drop me a comment below and let me know. I always love to hear from you. All right, next up, hook number 5. You've been doing common practice all wrong. Here's why. So this hook is another pattern interrupt that is directly calling out your audience for doing something wrong. This is similar to the last 2 hooks where I talked about this. Again, this plays on their ego a little bit, calling them out and grabbing their attention instantly. So you can see in this caption, I say, you're probably using ChatGPT wrong. And then I go on to explain that most people are stuck using surface level prompts, and that if that's all you're using AI for, then you are majorly missing out on what it can do for you and your business. So this is a really great hook to use anytime you're correcting a common misconception or you're offering a different method or thought process. All right, next up, and we haven't talked about this type of hook yet, number 4, how I'd get desired outcome starting from 0. So this hook is a good old-fashioned transformation hook. You are telling them how you would get to their desired outcome if you were starting from scratch, and then offering them some sort of insider knowledge or shortcut maybe they haven't heard of or thought of before. So here in this post, I'm saying, here's exactly how I would make money online ASAP if I had to start over from scratch. Now, this is a great hook to use anytime you're sharing a roadmap or a plan or a beginner-friendly strategy. All right, just 3 more left. Hook number 3, every avatar needs to approach or mechanism. So this hook uses specificity to directly call out your target audience or customer avatar, then telling them, hey, you better be doing this thing. So without saying it, this implies that everyone else is doing this thing. And trust me, a little FOMO here really works and grabs attention fast. So here I say, copywriters need to master these 5 marketing skills. Or here's a slightly different variation of this hook where instead of calling out the avatar, I actually called out the core problem. I say every about page for personal brands needs to include these 6 things. So see how the words and even the angle are different, but the hook or the concept behind the hook is actually the same. All right, next up, and of course, these last 2 hooks are my absolute favorites on this entire list. Hook number 2, apparently people still don't know this. Yes, that is more FOMO, something that makes you think, wait, did I miss something? That one word, apparently, is so great. I actually first saw this hook like years ago on an I Freaking Love Science post that said, apparently people still don't know what paprika is made from. It was just so random and I had to click. I mean, I didn't want to be one of those people. I now know confidently what paprika is made from. And I have been using this hook in my own copy ever since I found it. It's genius. So it frames what you're about to say as widely understood knowledge, but clearly many people are still missing it. And then that makes your reader, want to know what it is and make sure they're not one of the clueless ones. So here I say, apparently people still don't understand the whole personal branding thing. And I go on to break down the misconceptions of what personal branding really is versus what it is not. All right, last one. And like I said, this is my absolute favorite. Hook number 1, people are obsessed with trend or thing, and I can see why. Again, another FOMO hook. Clearly, I love using FOMO in my hooks. So this hook utilizes that bandwagon effect. You're leveraging the concept of social proof by spotlighting something popular that your reader or viewer might not have heard of yet. So adding that little "and I can see why" implies that you're gonna spill the tea or give some unique take or angle. And this hook works really, really well when you're responding to trends or products or tools or content that have already gone viral or are really, getting a lot of attention. But it also works in other ways, like I used it here. People are obsessed with my free 99 hooks swipe file, and I can see why. So this makes my readers super curious to go see what they're missing out on, because obviously my community loves it. And if you're curious about the other 89 swipeable fill in the blank hooks inside my free 99 hook swipe file, you can grab your free copy up here, or just click the link in the description box below. I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. If you think you need to spend a ton of time planning and scripting great Instagram reels, think again. Some of my most effective reels had zero planning, zero talking, and took less than 10 minutes to create from start to finish. In this video, I'm gonna break down a 3-step strategy anyone can follow, and I mean anyone, to make awesome reels quickly, even if you're a total beginner, plus 10 easy reel ideas that you can literally film right now starting today. So keep watching.